shit. Initial episode. Hope everybody's having a good day, good year. How's everybody's year going? Hope everybody's, kept up with your resolutions, get in the gym, whatever. I kept my resolution. Quit smoking. Oh my God. Um, we'll talk about that in a minute. Uh, I picked up another habit, vaping, but and that's just because I'm a person who's I like to, smoke. Yeah. But just tell you guys what we got planned, man. We're gonna be talking to musicians that I know, a couple special people. I'm trying to get um talk about what's going on in the world, man. But on a positive note, no politics speaking, no Democrat, Republican, Independent, left wing, right wing, all of that. Those are your beliefs. Those are your likes. Whatever. Ooh, excuse me. I'm tired. Just not too long. Got off work. Um, Let me tell you what I got going on, man. There's been some crazy things in the news. Roberta Flack died. Dwayne Wiggins from Tony died. Somebody else, Angie Stone, no, Angie Stone, Angie Stone. They say things come in threes, man. And it's kind of crazy. I keep looking at the mic, because I'm a musician. When I play on stage, got to be up on the mic. I bought this thing off Amazon. You know, I don't know what it sounds like. It might sound like trash. I don't know. Tell me in the comments, man. Tell me what you'd like to talk about. But rest in peace to Angie Stone, Roberta Flack, Dwayne Wiggins. Thank you for contributing to people's soundtracks to their lives. Um, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, I woke up and they're like, Angie Stone died. I was like, what? Weird. Um, we're gonna talk about I to about I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about health, people's health, man. Um, for those of you that don't know me, this time last year, January, I had a stroke. I'm at home one day, relaxing, took a nap like I would normally do after work. Oh, excuse me. Took a nap. Next thing you know, I wake up, go get something to eat, and next thing you know, I'm like, my right side is numb. Go take a shower and everything, and talk to a friend of mine. They take me to the hospital. Uh, Go to the hospital. They say you had 3 strokes. I'm like, what? How the hell I have 3 strokes? What the fuck? Anyway, once I figure, they keep me. I do my. They watch me for a week, and I guess it was the intensive care ward. I guess there were some people on my floor who were in pretty bad shape. But it was an eye-opening experience. Um, I think God was trying to get my attention. Well, He got it. Um, Came home, recovered by myself. Yeah, I had a couple friends, visit this, that, and the third. But there was like, 3 people, 4 people, excuse me, who were instrumental in my recovery, and they know who they are. And I told them, thank you, love love all of y'all. Y'all kick mad ass, major ass. Um, it was funny because funny story about the stroke. I was um I was a fall risk, you know, and I would I'd have they gave me this band said fall risk. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm a leper. It was crazy. Um, and I fell about 6 times hospital because I'd slowly declined and then I slowly came back up. And here I am. They got this mat on the floor. It's about that thick. It's like a rubber mat. It's supposed to cushion your fall, but it's like 3 feet, 2 by 3 feet, whatever. And my left leg was fine. It was my right leg that I'm thinking I'm picking it up, but it's dragging. I'm dragging it, and I'm picking it up. I'm thinking that and my mind is like, yeah, Ronnie, you picked your leg up, but I didn't, and I fool around and bust my ass. I mean, I was falling, and I couldn't break my fall because this hand or this arm didn't work. So it would be like this, but I'd have to turn. Oh, and hospital floors are hard, dude. Okay. They are hard. You want to feel something hard? Fall on a hospital floor. Okay. One day I fell in the toilet. How I fell in the toilet till this day, I do not know. So, and mind you, now, when I fall, it's not like you get right back up. You fall and you laying there and you got to lay there and you're like, what, what the fuck? What do I do? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait. I'm going to see how to get up. It don't takes you about it seemed like an hour, but it took me like 10 minutes to figure out how to get off the floor. One time I fell with my arm, my good arm, up under me, and I was like laying on the floor, twisted up, and I'm trying to move, and I couldn't move. I couldn't move. But one day I go into the go and take a leak, you know. The bathroom in this hospital bathroom, it was one of those weird rooms, man. It was cut funny. And I messed around and fell in the toilet. Bad arm in the toilet, laying on my side in between the wall and the bowl, and it's on an angle, and I'm bent up. Couldn't do nothing, right? I'm just laying there like, oh my God. I'm laying there inhaling piss. Hospital piss is a whole nother kind of piss, okay? Um, I'm laying there trying to rethink my life, right? So finally, it's like, all right, you know what? This is gonna be my new normal. So I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna figure this out. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna keep it moving. And I figured it out. I stopped falling. Uh, the stroke, it attacked my nerves, and it attacked my muscles, my hamstring and my shoulder. My hamstring was shot. I played high school ball a little bit, played a little bit of high school ball. Never heard nothing like that. And it was crazy, man, to figure that out, man. It was like, I had to get my head ready, it's my new normal. I gotta get my mind right. Figure this nonsense out. Ugh. Excuse me. Uh it's crazy because oh wow, I'm sorry. It's crazy because here I am trying to figure this nonsense out. Get moved. Finally I get moved from intensive care to regular floor so they can send me home and all that jazz and you know whatever. The nurses I had, we ain't gonna talk about that. You know, I was not a good patient. I was not an easy patient. People were like, Ronnie, why are you being such an ass? Well, you got to remember something. I grew up going back and forth to the hospital with my grandmother, taking care of, going to visit my grandmother because my grandmother was sick for a while. And every day, like 99% of her stay that she stayed in Inglewood Hospital, I was at that hospital every day. And so I got this thing about hospitals. And here it is. I got to wait till I'm in my 50s to, 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 to hit, to go to the hospital. It's crazy, man. Then I'm having a stroke. And growing up, you hear somebody having a stroke, you think they're like, you see this and they're walking with a cane. Because that's all I know. Um, so I'm kind of like, trying to figure that out. But, I got better slowly, but, slowly I started getting better. The next thing, I started off like a rocket ship. And, my physical therapist that they sent me would come by 2, 3 times a week. All three of them are awesome. I had one dude, he knew he and I we were right here. He wasn't with the nonsense. He said, "Okay, you with the BS, I'm with the BS too." Right on. So that part was good. So and I'm still recovering. I'm by no means 100%. Compared to where I was this time last year, I'm a hell of a lot better. I'm blessed. I didn't realize how serious I was. I could have been in my house stinking, man. Could have been stinking. But I'm good. I'm good. I wasn't found stinking. Uh, they gave me these wipes. These I think they're in the bathroom. I thought I brought them out. These wipes to wipe myself. That's how I was supposed to bathe. No, I can't see, y'all. I wear glasses. It's all good. It's all good. But anyway, um, I want to talk about Dwayne Higgins of Tony. Rest in peace. The reason I want to talk about Dwayne is uh, I got to see Dwayne in concert back in the '80s, '89. Man, it was the group Today, which my cousin Wesley Adams is in. Shout out to the group Today. Um, Big Bub, Chief. God bless you guys, man. Um, Kid and Play, Tony, and Guy. Now, those who know me, they know I'm a metalhead, but I still like my R&B because I was out there partying. I didn't want. I wanted to go to metal concerts and play metal guitar. I wanted to go to R&B clubs and party because that's where the chicks were. Wasn't that the chicks that you meet at concerts are there for the band? They want to get with the band, or they're there with their dude, or they're trying to get backstage. Who the hell am I? You know. But I went to see them, and Tony was number two on the bill. They were number two. Today was first. Tony was second. Kid and Play was third, and Guy shut down the show. And they did their thing. You know, good time to be alive, man. Good time to like music. Okay. Um, talk about some concerts I went to as well. Also going to be having my uncle come on. I know you guys are like, uncle, why you bringing your uncle on here, man? What the fuck? My uncle is a drummer, and my uncle, I was my uncle's shadow because he's younger. He's maybe what 7, 8 years older than me. I think my uncle is about 7, 8 years older than me, and I used to want to listen to his records because in his room, growing up, I would go to his room. He had a drum set, a turntable. On his mirror, he had these ticket stubs. He was actually there when I went to my first rock concert. I got to see James Brown and the Mothership Connection when I was a kid. My mom was cool. She turned me on to a lot of shit. I remember being at the Apollo, seeing James Brown and Madison Square Garden, seeing the Mothership land and this pungent smell. Here I am, you know, 6, 7 years old. Like, what is that smell? And I see all these little cigarettes riding past me through the hotel. You had to be there. It's the 70s, man. 70s, you had to be there. They say if you remember the 70s, you were never there. Bullshit. I was a kid. I remember my mom was listening to Lou Rawls, and dad was like in the flying a family stone, and mom was listening to Parliament. And, oh, anyway, let me get back on track, dude. I'm just going on tangents here. Um, Tony that night showed they ass. They played their asses off, and they played their instruments. And then they swapped instruments at one point, except for the drummer. What's his name? Raphael Sadiq. He picked up a guitar and a bass, and the bass player, who was left-handed, picked up a right-handed guitar, and Dwayne sang, and they, it was fun. Good time to be alive, man. Okay, just know, good time to be alive. All right. Uh, remember, keep your comments in the comment section very positive, please. Keep them positive. I don't know how to talk about. Maybe I need to write out an agenda. I'm just riffing. I'm just riffing right now. Trying to see if I'm using this damn software right, because they want you to click here and do this, and no, I'm an old guy. Plug and play. But that's what that is. Quit smoking. That's hard. Oh my god, I don't know what that's like at all. You know, being an addict. I've seen addicts. Got a couple addicts in my family. Um, Know some people that were addicts and didn't know until later. And they'd say, "Yeah, dude, I'm trying to kick," and they're kicking real drugs. I was miserable when I first quit smoking. I'd hate to be in somebody's shoes who's trying to kick. They playing soccer. I'm playing kickball. It ain't happening. But anyway, let me see what else. We're gonna talk to my good friend Randall, best friend, 20, God knows how many years. Best bass player. Uh, Shoot the noise with him a little bit. Good. Another friend of mine, guy named Charlie. Charlie is he's a guitar player, and he also he's got the ultimate job. Charlie is a not an editor, but he does like gear reviews, and he does gear reviews on some high end, like the good shit. The stuff you gotta top, mid shelf and up. It's Friedman amps and Reverend guitars at the custom shop, and you know, I don't know. We're gonna find out if he gets to keep it, man. Because if he gets to keep it, I'm gonna like see if I can buy something off of him because I can play now again. Um, no, I'm just kidding. Though. But now we're gonna talk to Charlie about music. He's also a big Nuno fan, Nuno Betancourt. Um, I was, I didn't, I recently started listening to Nuno deeply, and that is a bad boy. That's a bad man. Uh, Nuno, woo, Nuno smoking. Boston can put out some bad boys. Um, uh, I'm gonna try to reach out to famous people and just get them on it, and we're just gonna shoot the shit, man. About crazy moments on stage. How they wrote maybe a song or two. And gearhead slash nosy fan type questions. Why do you use a nylon tip on your drumstick instead of wood tip and all, stuff like that. But I'm not gonna keep you guys too much longer, man. Just wanted to say welcome to talking shit. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to stream this to what you call it? What's that thing? Facebook. My father calls it the book face. Don't just shut up. Anyway, guys, listen. Before we go away, man, I want to talk about one thing. Mental health. Everybody got these podcasts, but nobody talks about mental health, man. Keep your mental health right, guys. You got a mental health problem, talk to somebody. Get it out. Let it go. Get help. It's okay. At one point, I didn't want to use it, but being in the hospital, nobody asked how was my mental health except one doctor, and that was that. When I heard that, they were in, the doctor was one doctor was, and we're going to, and you're gonna go through this, and just putting on airs, code switching. Like I really wanted to hear that code switching shit. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what's going on in my body, and you trying to sound educated, trying too hard, sweetheart. And the doctor next to her just tapped her on the arm, basically telling her shut the fuck up, shut the hell up, and said, "Mr. Oliver, how's your health?" I was like, "I don't know." They tried to get me help. but I'm the type of person I gotta trust you. You know, I gotta trust you. I gotta trust you in order to open up to you. And I didn't talk to a professional. I just talked. I talked to just the people that knew me. Was like, yo, man, it's all good. It'll be all right. And this is crazy. I'm sitting here all upset. Wow, can't do this, can't do that. Oh my God, I only got one side that works now. I don't know. Blah 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 blah. Compared to other people that was on my floor, I was not in bad shape, not one bit. One guy had a crane to pick him up in bed so they could make his bed and wipe his butt, you know? And that was kind of crazy. That was really crazy. I had to take a step back and check myself because this person was in there and new way of life, man, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Uh, it's I was blessed. I was blessed when I came home. People who I found out who were my friends, and I found out who really cared about me. People who I least expected showed up. That was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool. Um, People who I knew were gonna call me were gonna just call me. I understand people got shit going on in their life. You got your own problems. I'm not your concern. I understand that. But you pick up the phone. My grandmother always told me growing up, and my dad told me, you know somebody down bad, pick up the phone. Hey man, just want to see how you doing. You got food, you got something to eat, whatever. Nobody called. Somebody, I had a person, two people who came over who they picked me up from the hospital. That was crazy because I was getting out the hospital like, all right, I guess I'll catch a Uber home. And they were like, nah, no, we'll come get you, da 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 da. Pulled up, one of them female. She in the back seat of the car because I didn't know the car. Rolled down the window and put her finger out the window like she was a pimp. I'm like, damn. She talking about come to the car like, where's my money? I don't care if you had a stroke. Where's my money, money? But first first words out their mouth was, "Is the house note paid? Is the rent paid?" They didn't ask me if I have food. They ain't asked me if who was coming to get me, whatever. I wasn't even. I hadn't. They walked me in my house and they said, "Is the house note paid?" And they, together GoFundMe so that way I can pay some bills because I was gonna be out of work for a minute, without pay. So I had a lot of people. I had my sister-in-law. Well, she's still my sister-in-law. She's like my sister. I call her my sister. But my ex-wife's sister sent me a Grubhub or a DoorDash coupon code for $100. No, I'm like, wow. I didn't expect these people to do for me. Um, I had my baby sister. She went out and bought a whole bunch of groceries. You know, it was crazy, man. I had a lot of people. who came and showed out. People who I just knew were gonna call me. So that made me change, move a little different. If you think I'm acting different, you're probably right. Um, you know. But hey, enough of that, man. I'm gonna let everybody go. Keep the shows to about an hour, hour and 15. Keep everybody's attention. But anyway, I love you all. Talk to you soon. Let me know where you're from in the comments, what you want to talk about. Send some love to somebody. You ain't got to send it to me, but go in the comments, send some love to somebody. Somebody may see it and need it. Talk to you guys later. Talk to you soon. Peace.